What's up, guys? It is Friday, February 17th. It's 11:53 p.m. and I got the timer up. I got the Discord up, and we're about to go 6 for 60. We're going to do 6 deep dives on some coins in 60 minutes. I like to have the timer so it keeps me in check. So I'm keeping it 10 minutes per coin. The coins that we're going to cover are Vega, Blur, Space Chain, DYDX, Pulse Chain, and AI Pad. So quick little announcement. So I told people I was going to do the deep dives. That's what I'm doing right now. But also, due to the influx of demand and new VIPs that we need to onboard properly with the white glove, I need to grab my white glove. So with the white glove, so we'll be closing off again any new signups. So starting this Monday, we got about 2 days on the clock. So 2 days to sign up. We'll have the white glove on standby. We'll be hitting our Michael Jackson dance waiting. And starting Monday, we will close off all signups to properly hit our newest members and our current members with the white glove as we enter a bunch of new trades, and we already have some lined up. So if you've been on the fence, now is your time. The clock is ticking to get locked in before we close the gate on Monday until further notice. We don't know how long it's going to take, but we want to make sure our new VIPs, our current VIPs are situated, and that's why we're closing it off. So if you've been on the fence, you don't know, jump on through the Stargate. You will not regret it. And you can ask any member in here and they will tell you to do it. So we're going to start and we're going to dive in. Let's see. So first off, I want to do a little community spotlight real quick because Phoenix crushed it, absolutely crushed it. And let me try to find this right here. So Phoenix, shout out as well too. We hit 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. Appreciate you guys. We're close to hitting 20K on TikTok. That's about 25K cumulative. And we couldn't do it without you guys 100% for real. But Phoenix nailed this trade, hit XCN at the top after buying the bottom, had a stop limit to sell. Then what she did was sold Floki at 0.0059 after buying at like 0.02. And she's up on all the trades. And she's waiting for the next leg up on XCN to convert to Quant and Hedera. And I believe that XCN is gearing up here to put on another move after a little bit of a drawback. I wouldn't sleep on that. So if you're still in chain, I am as well too. I'm not 100% in. We took some off at the top. We converted into some other coins, but we are still in chain because we believe we have not seen the total move yet. So quick little community shout out to everybody else making the gains. We see you. Like, we had some day trading dogs in here. We had Chris from Australia. He woke up to 45% on Bitcoin and 35% on XRP, closed them out, and he's looking for another re-entry. Boy, I love it. Love it. So nothing's better than waking up to gains like that. And let's show a little proof of gains action. We got 280% from Eric. We got 84% from me. We got Fitzy 155%. Oh, how could I forget though? We got Big Bear over here hitting a 74% on Filecoin and a 51% on Filecoin, crushing it, absolutely crushing it. It's definitely been some good times in here, and I think we're just getting started. We're absolutely just getting started. So step into the Stargate, and the gates close in on Monday until further notice. So now let's dive into it. So I'm going to start the clock and then we're going to go. So let me move this over. All right. So first, before I want to preface this, if you haven't already, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, get updated in real time when we release these type of videos. And to be honest, this is going to be the last time that I post these certain videos. These are only supposed to be for VIP members only. I just want to give you guys a little taste over the weekend of what you may be missing out if you're not on the other side of the Stargate. So I'm already going to get yelled at from our VIPs, but I know they'll understand. They're not greedy. They like to share the love, but out of respect for them, I'm going to stop releasing these type of videos publicly. I'll still do my market updates at a very basic level. I'll do my newsletters. I'll do deep dives, but not to this extent. This is some VIP stuff right here. So I'm going to start the clock and let's get into it. So before I actually get into it, one more thing. We got to do a little highlight reel because Velo, one that we called back when it was trading around here, around 0.0022, is now up a triple or very close to hitting a triple. And it looks like that's going to be the case. This is still wicked low market cap, and I'm really thinking of stacking up more on this one for sure. We called this out beforehand, and Floki we called out beforehand, all publicly. And oh, that's not the right Floki. So we called these undercover gems out all publicly. Like we go to the month. Look at this. We're up a good double and a half, maybe a triple on this. We were up a triple up here. I think Floki's going to be the chosen one for the meme coins going forward. But I just want to outline a little highlight reel. We've been totally on top of it between Floki, between Velo and Chain. We were banging that drum for like a month now. And I don't think we've seen the end of Chain yet, but we're buying it around here, 0.01 cent, went all the way up to 0.018, back down to 0.014. I think it's really leveling off and gearing up for the next run here. Also, we called Filecoin yesterday, hit a quick 20%, and I'm sure it's going to keep going up more, but we have our long-term bags on that. That's it for the highlight reel. Let's start the clock. Vega Protocol, right? All right, it started. So let's go. Vega Protocol, it's number 407, about on 19,000 watch list. That's a very small amount. It's very under the radar. I will say that what I'm looking at is this chart at a high level. And this came out around late 2021, around $20. $20, it's tanked. It's gone sideways. And if this is a coin for the long run, as far as like they have a future, they're not a scam, then I expect a stair step like it came down. So when you see something go down like this in a bear market, level off, and now starting to gear up for a bull market, this could be an undercover gem, especially it's at 53 million market cap, super low. To hit a 530 million market cap, slight work. So this could be easy 10x and could even be a 100x hitting 5 billion market cap, depending on its use case and everything like that. So where is this available to buy? Let's check that. We got KuCoin, we got Bitstamp, which is very interesting because Bitstamp is very selective as far as what they list. There's not really much on there. That is very interesting to me as far as this coin may have a future and it's very under the radar. Now let's look at, okay, we have it under Coinbase Ventures portfolio. To me, that seems like in due time, Coinbase is going to list it. That's actually a hack right there. I usually will go on CoinMarketCap, look at Coinbase Ventures portfolio, and I'll look for a coin that they have not listed yet, because usually they list all of them. I mean, they just listed this one. They listed all these. It seems to me that the only ones they haven't listed yet are a very small few, and Vega's on that list, baby. So I'm liking how this is going so far. So now let's go and dive into the project. So they're dealing with proof of stake, DeFi, derivatives, and now let's go to there. So on the website, I'm seeing toward a new era of finance, the centralized infrastructure for the fair creation, trading, and derivatives. So right off the bat, we know their use case. We know what the problem they're trying to solve. So try out trading cash settled futures on fully decentralized Vega network, testnet, governance. Okay, Block Explorer. Let's see. Key features: permissionless market creation, proposes a market on any underlying anti-front running, purpose-built blockchains, pseudonymous trading, cross-chain support, native liquidity provision, no gas fees on trading, high capital efficiency. And there's even more use cases, everything like that. So be as good as CeFi, purpose-built bespoke blockchain. Ethereum and other blockchains suffer slow performance since they're generalist tools with smart contracts for everything, applying the same rules regardless of what you use them for. They charge high gas fees, require workarounds to be applied to trading. Vega is built from the ground up using high-performing, purpose-built smart contracts specifically for trading, meaning no fees on orders and fairness at its core. I like it. So it's talking about Ethereum versus Vega and anti-front running. So it's telling you the problem and then their solution. So we're seeing more of that. Okay, that's all good and well. Cross-chain support. Vega currently lets users propose any ERC20 token to use as collateral. Once the protocol is fully blockchain agnostic, trades will be able to settle on any crypto asset on a supported chain, paving the way for physically settled and cash settled products as commodity and asset tokenization become widespread. We have Vega works alongside other layer 1 blockchains with open source APIs and libraries, making it easy to build status quo challenging user interfaces. Okay, so let's go down here because what I want to look at is their partners and backers. We have Pantera Capital. We have Spring, which is Ripple, right? So we're going to open that up. We're going to save that as we go through the rest. So we have big back CMS Holding, Arrington Capital. We got Coinbase Ventures. So we have a good backer base right here. And you can even see what they have to say about it. So we're going to run through a couple of these testimonials here. So Arrington Capital, toward credibility neutral derivatives, announcing our investment into Vega. It's not too long ago, March 18, 2021. Like a prison tattoo is branded into every crypto trader's mind. Nobody can forget the terror of the faded candle. No trader will escape the disbelief of watching a derivatives market that developed over years break within minutes. Crypto desperately needed credibly neutral derivatives. A year from this PSD-inducing moment in market history, and not much has changed. Put aside the fact that we still don't know what happened on that day. The majority of derivatives volume is still executed off-chain in the opaque land of the centralized exchange. The market needs decentralized derivatives that can match the centralized experience, a place where traders can take on leverage, move capital efficiently, and hedge risk without worrying about something breaking or someone squeezing them behind a curtain. Very true. We're thrilled to announce our investment into Vega Protocol, which we believe will be the most important player in this emerging world of decentralized derivatives. We are excited to co-lead the round with Cumberland DRW, one of our closest trading partners. The round brings together a strong group of trading firms and DeFi investors, including Parify Capital, Coinbase Ventures, CMT Digital, Signum Capital, DeFi Alliance, CMS Holdings, 3 Commas, 7X Ventures, GSR, Z Prime Capital, and more. Vega marries the ingenuity of DeFi with the hard-won wisdom of order books. It unites the automated market making with the cloud breaking the dichotomy between active and passive liquidity. All right, let's go down. We are stoked to get behind a world-class team of entrepreneurs, engineers, academics, traders, and we'll publish more on our investing in the coming months. So let's take a look at Crunchbase and see, and let's look at their Twitter and see what's going on over there. 30,000 followers, so they have a good amount. So decentralized infrastructure that allows anyone to create products and markets, be a market maker or a trade. So the mainnet simulations are the next step in Vega's roadmap before the release of alpha mainnet. So they're getting very close to releasing their alpha mainnet. So we have a narrative, we have a catalyst behind some big moves coming up here soon. Let us go to now this. So Vega Banks, $5 million to create derivatives trading protocol. Let's go down. So we know all about this investor sentiment. Besides the fact that that the team is stellar, that them being involved in liquidity events make investment in them a no-brainer. Believes the most important thing in crypto isn't Bitcoin, but automated market makers using liquidity pools that make trading protocols like Vega and Uniswap possible. That's why Uniswap has grabbed so much market share. If you have to do derivatives or exotic stuff, you need a meeting of the minds and a buyer and seller. This gets so complicated and one size fits all. Vega is taking the automated market making philosophy and applying it to derivatives in a way that is so brilliant, and it being a hot sector. So very nice. So now we got this from Coil. So this was a Coil article from Spring, which is Rippleback. And so investing in Vega Protocol, a decentralized derivatives protocol, decentralized finance is innovating on market access for trading, lending, making markets, and more. The DeFi industry overall has the potential to realize more efficient economies for all participants. It's early days for DeFi. So exploring this development industry requires building and partnering with and investing in great teams that are aligned with the future of finance. As we build out our own engineering team, Spring will continue to engage with DeFi teams and communities to support the future of DeFi, including the derivatives industry, a $1 trillion market. I am pleased to announce our investment in Vega Protocol. Vega is a protocol for creating and trading derivatives on a fully decentralized network. And the Vega network allocates the collateralized assets across markets using cross-shard communication. As a proof-of-stake protocol, Vega uses Tendermint as its consensus layer. First, Vega will support integration of Ethereum to allow Ether and ERC20 tokens to be used as collateral, but the design enables it to interoperate with other assets and networks, and that's very important. Their team took this into account at the early stages of their design. This premise for collateralizing assets to work in an interoperable environment was most appealing as we explore new use cases for XRP and the future of DeFi. Vega's vision to create an open and decentralized network will enable the freedom to trade and make capital markets broadly available. Vega will continue to build their network and explore opportunities to add other assets as collateral, including XRP. So Vega's teams come from a diverse background in scaling a major global stock exchange, leading trading desks, and co-founding ChainSpace, a blockchain offering scalable sharding for smart contracts. So it seems like they got a solid team. They have a solid backers, partners. They're trying to involve, they're interoperable. They're doing derivatives, huge market, and in a decentralized fashion. And also you got Ripple backing them. You got Arrington backing them, and they're about to include XRP. So, and they're about to have a mainnet launch. So let's see if we can find anything else here as we're running out of time for the 10 minutes. So contributors, Vega. Okay. So let's take a look at their testnet real quick and just look at the product and see. So they already got XRP on there. So this is pretty sick. So this is very interesting. So I like it. I'm liking the product. It looks clean. I'm liking who they're partnered with. I'm liking that basically you have a total supply of tokens. There won't be any more. 64 million. That's it. That's only 3x more than Bitcoin, and at the price of $1.25, and it being at a 52 million market cap and only that much volume, and them about to launch a mainnet and being a part of Coinbase Ventures portfolio, with Coinbase potentially going to list them, and Bitstamp already listed them, which is very strange, but in a good way. And it being on CoinList Pro, that's only for institutional investors. Like literally, CoinList Pro will support Filecoin pairs at mainnet launch. Coinbase also, all right, so several assets, CeLO, Algo, XEZ. It's CoinList Pro is regulated as a FinCEN registered money service business and is permitted to operate in 40 plus US states as a money transmitter as well. I like it. Look at the markets that CoinList Pro has. You got Filecoin, Casper, Polkadot, Flow, Bitcoin, Polygon, Ethereum, Mina. You have a bunch of reputable coins here, and they got Vega on there. So to me, that is a buy, 100% a buy. I'm going to be buying Vega as soon as this video is done. 100%. I do not want to miss out on that. So to me, Vega is sitting at a solid 8 to 10, I would say, because of the opportunity. It's not one that, you could throw $100 in, 200, $300 in. And I believe that the risk to reward is very, very lucrative on this one, especially because it looks like it's in a downtrend, but it's going to break out. So that's just me, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but that is just my opinion. Now let's go into Blur, right? So Blur, we got a total supply of 3 billion tokens, a circulating supply. There's about a third out in the market, has a bigger market cap. It was just released recently. Its highest price was around $5, sitting at $1 right now. We were actually spotting it around 60 cents. We kind of missed out on that one, but could not be over because there's a war going on right now between OpenSea and Blur, because Blur is like an NFT platform. So NFT marketplace. And they partnered with some big names, I believe. So if we look here, so trusted and backed by Paradigm, eGirl Capital, and a bunch of other, I think these are just like influencers or like reputable people in the space of NFTs. As far as the platform goes, it looks pretty cool. Like it's a cool looking platform. As far as it being so new, there's not much kind of anything really to back it up as far as it being a safe platform, reputable, etc. It definitely has more to prove than something like OpenSea's, which has been the gold standard of the NFT marketplace for the past couple of years now. And there's a lot of airdrops going on. So 360 million Blur was distributed to the community in season 1. Season 2 has now begun. Start listing and bidding on Blur to get started on season 2 rewards. So to me, that's an incentive for a lot of people to use this platform. Faster sweeping, 0% marketplace fees. And now with another airdrop open, you're going to see probably a lot of creators, projects, and people moving to Blur, especially because we have like a little war going on. I was actually on OpenSea right before this, and on OpenSea, they actually released like 0 trading fees or something like that. So let me do OpenSea versus Blur right here. So NFT market share battle ramps up between OpenSea and Blur. A side-by-side comparison of the two NFT marketplaces using Nansen data suggests that while Blur has seen rapid growth in volume, is still lagging behind OpenSea in terms of number of sales and interacting wallets. I mean, it's so new, and also the NFT space isn't yet back in full force, but if it's going to be a matter of OpenSea versus Blur in the future when NFTs are booming heavy, could be a good opportunity. So let's see. I think there was a newer article on this. So I'm going to go on Twitter, look real quick. Right here. So keep your eye on the Blur versus OpenSea fight, Galaxy had said. So OpenSea is moving to optional creator fees that will no longer block creators from listing on marketplaces with the same policies. So there's a total supply of 3 billion Blur tokens and 36 million were claimable by users on Tuesday. So the day after its third and final highly anticipated airdrop, Blur dropped more news. Creators cannot currently earn royalties on both Blur and OpenSea. The solution, according to Blur's founders, blocked trades on OpenSea. On Friday afternoon, OpenSea said it was moving towards optional creator fees with a 0.5% minimum. It will no longer block creators from listing on marketplaces with the same policies. So Galaxy analysts said they should keep the eye on it. The fact that most top traders on Blur effectively wash traded to farm the airdrop indicates that Blur's volume may not have been organic compared to OpenSea's. OpenSea in November, that creators look to collect royalties. Okay, clearly Blur is using their leverage to pressure OpenSea to collaborate with them instead of acting hostile with their block of Blur. Time will tell if Blur's strategy will pan work, but they've been the most successful OpenSea competitor to date, both in terms of metrics and product. And so there are two key things to watch with respect to Blur. The most obvious is how the market share Blur can retain now that their Blur token is liquid. In the short term, we don't expect a serious drop off in trading volume due to the fact that the season 2 of their token incentive program will run for at least another 30 days. So maybe Blur is something that could be good for the next 30 days, but the future is kind of uncertain as far as that goes. And who knows, what if Amazon launched an NFT marketplace or eBay launched an NFT marketplace? I do see a lot of competition in the space of new NFT marketplaces launching, and owning an exchange or a marketplace token. To me, I'd rather own something else like a Vega for sure with that. There's less supply of Vega. There's more opportunity with Vega as far as the market cap. And something like Blur is definitely, what if they are wash trading? What if it's not really what it seems there? So that is one thing that we got to keep on our radar with that. But Blur right now, I mean, it has a ton of volume pouring through there, but it's falling off now. And the market cap is pretty high up. I mean, 400 million, and it's ranked number 105 and only on 10,000 watch lists. I mean, it could be good. It could be not. I would say that as far as the use case, I'm not totally entirely sold on it. It does have some good backers as far as world-class investors and traders, so they're going to be pushing it out heavy. But as far as a long-term hold, potentially. So according to Blur, the team has experience across MIT, Citadel, 5 Rings Capital, Twitch, Brex, Square, and Y Combinator. Okay, so maybe we need to take a look at their team. Let's look at that real quick. So there's not really much info on that right away. So it does have a lot of followers though. So it does have a good, strong backing. Maybe there will be some hype around this. So I guess they have a foundation. Let's look at the foundation. So growing NFTs with the community. Let's look at Crunchbase real quick. All right. So they raised 11 million. Let's see their investors. Okay. So the ones that were on their website. Let's look at their team. I can't see that. So monthly visits, got a good amount of monthly visits. And let's go to the summary again. So I really wish I could see more as far as like their team and stuff like that, but I had to connect a wallet. I do see it having a nice solid run up here, and I do see it definitely getting a lot of attention, especially if there's this battle going on between OpenSea and Blur. But to have people gain trust in this new platform might be a little harder. People usually like to stick with what they know. A lot of people know OpenSea. So there's also LooksRare as well too. There's LooksRare, there's Blur, and there's OpenSea. You're going to see like this competitive battle between them, and you're already seeing it happen with Blur versus OpenSea. There is another airdrop for Blur though, so we could see a run up within the month here. But I do see other traditional companies like Amazon, eBay launching NFT marketplaces. And when the mainstream comes to the NFT game, who are they going to use, Blur or Amazon? To me, the use case seems very short-sighted, whereas something like Vega, there's a lot that where they could take that. So I would say Blur to me is around like a 6, while Vega is around an 8 to 9. I'm not going to give it a 10, but an 8 to 9 for Vega, for Blur around a 6. So now let's go to the next one. So next we got Space Chain. This one is super interesting because of how low this market cap is. And look at the logo. It kind of looks like Stellar, but 5 million market cap. Unreal. Trading volume has grown 100% and it's still slight. We're at 74 million in the past 24 hours. Total supply, 391 million. And circulating is around most of that, 300 million right there. So if I go out to the whole entire chart, we can see that this came out around 2018. So right at the start of the bear market back when 2017 came off, tanked. And then it was trading at 0.002 cents in 2020. And then it actually shot up to around 0.06, so 6 cents in the bull market of 2021, which is a pretty hefty gain. We're talking 0.002. We're talking around a 30x. And it does, like, we've been going sideways for a very long time here. And it does look like it just caught a leg. It looks like it just caught a leg. So this could be the start of something interesting here, and you have the volume kind of pouring in. So now let's look into what they do. So let's go to their website, Space Chain. So Space Chain is the world's leading integrator of space security and blockchain. Space Chain offers space as a service for modern businesses, enabling companies to innovate new use cases using space products and take their blockchain tech to space. Powers individuals and industries for a new space economy. We will promote and accelerate technological advancement by creating solutions for businesses using our blockchain and space expertise. Blockchain space mission design and management. Studio, a customized solution for blockchain companies, such as launching nodes, deploying smart contracts, and enhancing their cybersecurity capabilities using space tech, space-based multi-signature wallet technology, decentralized satellite applications, a blockchain-based Earth observation data and service marketplace that is built upon the decentralized satellite infrastructure. Decentralized satellite infrastructure, a mesh network of heterogeneous spacecraft owned and operated in low Earth orbit by multiple parties in multiple jurisdictions. I do remember seeing this. I think Digital Asset Investor back 2018, 2019, he was doing deep dives into Elon Musk, SpaceX, Stellar, PayPal Mafia, all that stuff. And he was on a rampage for a while, and he learned about X.com. And I remember him pulling up Space Chain back then. And then Barry the System shot out. I remember he was sharing some stuff as far as there could be some connections with JP Morgan with this and their space kind of like blockchain solutions. I'm not going to dive into that now because I'm on the clock here, but this will be definitely I'll do more detailed follow-ups on the ones that I think deserve it here. So it does look like they're already in it. They're already in the game. So Space Chain has launched 7 live nodes in space. A live node is a payload installed on a satellite or the International Space Station. And they've been doing this for a bit now, 2018. It's embedded with Space Chain OS and can perform blockchain-related functions like smart contracts on the Qtum blockchain. Launched a test bed for Bitcoin multi-signature authentication service to the International Space Station. Launched into space the first commercial Ethereum blockchain integrated satellite payload to the International Space Station. Launched a blockchain-enabled payload incorporated space nodes created for customers. Space node to support on-orbit VLAS transaction and minting of an ERC 721 standard NFT. Launched our second VLAS blockchain payload integrated to this International Space Station. So you can actually see them in real time. They're going around here right now. That is nuts. Clients and partners, affiliates, Chamber of Digital Commerce, Blockchain Research Institute, VLAS. So we've seen a lot about that recently. So that's going to go for another video for sure. This might be another undercover gem that we just discovered on this, but let's keep going. So Blocks at Core Semiconductor, Divine, Draper University, Eurasian Space Ventures, Innovate UK, Open Cosmos, Singapore Space and Technology, Blockchain Research Institute, Qtum. Hear from our clients and partners. We're establishing a valuable partnership with Space Chain to not only help showcase what Kazakhstan has to offer as an international space hub, but more importantly, to help organizations discover space as an innovation platform and pivot their business or purpose for a competitive advantage and success. Tim Draper. I am excited to make my public decision to add SpaceChain to my portfolio. SpaceChain will create a new ecosystem that connects millions of businesses, developers, and consumers with easy to access aerospace and blockchain technology. Very interesting stuff here. This one is crazy. So space-based multi-signature wallet technology, blockchain space mission design and management, decentralized satellite infrastructure, decentralized satellite applications. So they have offices all over the world. DC, Washington, DC. You have Singapore, you got London, you got Dubai. So they seem like they've been building for a long time now, just under the radar. Let's go to about. Building an open and neutral infrastructure for the new space economy by integrating space and blockchain technologies. Let's look at revolutionizing. Okay, so executive team, board of advisors, Don Tapscott. That guy seems so familiar. I'm going to have to look into that more. Tim Draper, big. Of course, space advisor, Eric Anderson. I feel like he's a part of, So I feel like, who's that guy? There's like a venture capitalist firm. I forget his name. So I can't right now, but Washington. All right. So let's go to Don Tapscott real quick, because he seems familiar. So co-founder and executive chairman at Blockchain Research Institute. You know what it was? I think I saw a TED talk or something by this guy, but he seems very tied up. So FedEx collaborates with Blockchain Research Institute, develop new course series. All right. How mass collaboration. So, okay. Tapscott Group. All right, let's keep going. And let's look at Crunchbase. We're going to look at SpaceChain. So Singapore, okay. Let's go to funding. So they got grants. Innovate UK, Enterprise Singapore, European Space Agency is Europe's gateway to space. The European space is Europe's gateway to space. So it does seem like, they're tied up with like government type stuff. So Eureka Network is an intergovernmental platform that funds international innovative projects. Innovate UK. Yep, same thing. Enterprise Singapore is a government agency that supports enterprise development. They seem tied up with the governments. So usually you'll see those type of things be under the radar, but once it's all ready to go, those definitely perform well. So let's look at the founder. Early adopter in blockchain and Bitcoin, believes that the combination of space and blockchain technologies will broaden the frontier of our future economy, making seamless global collaboration possible. Prior to SpaceChain, he founded an education startup and ran it for 4.5 years until it was acquired. Zhang has worked at Hilton, Cathay Pacific, Swire Group, Young and Brokers, and a hedge fund, is the founding partner at HQ Capital, a VC that focuses on investing in disruptive technology. He is a Columbia University graduate and Draper University alumni. Okay. All right. So I'm liking the team so far. I'm liking the credentials here. I'm liking the backers. I'm liking the partners. I'm liking how they've been here for a while and they're still around, and how they have funding from government like kind of agencies. So it does seem to me that they're tied up and they're here. So this is a new news. So SpaceChain paves the way for high-speed blockchain processing in space with 7th payload launch. SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket, the EVM payload, which is on its way to the International Space Station for installation via SpaceX Dragon 2. Second integration payload VLAS, the world's fastest EVM blockchain and open source platform for decentralized applications. All right, let's go down. As the world's most progressive enterprises take their business to space, will require high-speed decentralized infrastructure to meet demands and growth fueled by protocols and financial applications. Our collaboration with VLAS will help lay the foundation for high-speed and ultra-secure blockchain processing and transactions in space, which we believe will become increasingly crucial for those looking to harness space technologies for a competitive advantage and the burgeoning space for Earth economy. Historical milestone, they're saying. So, yeah, founded in late 2017, right there. So that is all looking well. Let's see where you can buy it. So Uniswap and Bittrex. So if you don't have a Bittrex, it may be time to open one up, because there's nothing wrong with taking a stab at this one, I would say. To me, it's still obviously risky because of how it's barely traded, like 74,000, 5 million market cap. You could put $100 in this and just hold on to it, come back to it in the midst of the bull run, and you could be sitting on some good change for sure, especially if they get listed on more marketplaces and stuff like that. So total supply. So they may not have a max supply though. That is one thing that might have to be kind of digged upon more if they have an actual max supply. So as far as Space Change goes, I'll give it say a 7 or 8. I think Vega's at the top, then Space Chain, then Blur for the moment. Space Chain advances ERC20 is centralized finance to unlock new possibilities of financial services. So they migrated to a different chain, I think it looks like. So we'll have to dig more into that. But so far, I'm going to buy Vega and Space Chain. I think those are undercover, under the radar, and could perform very well as far as just low-key undercover gems that you just buy onto now and take a look back on in the midst of the bull market and see how much you're up. That's for sure. So I like it. Space Chain, to me, looks like a go. So now let's go to the next one, which is DYDX. So DYDX is DeFi, Derivative, Zero Knowledge Proofs, Three Arrows, Capital Portfolio, Paradigm Portfolio, Spartan Group, Ethereum ecosystem, a decentralized exchange, layer 2 governance. All right, so let's look at the chart real quick. Let's zoom all the way out. Same kind of thing here. So launched in 2021, late 2021, right when the bear market was kicking in. It was at $26, currently trading at $3. Max supply of 1 billion. There's not going to be more of it. If we go down here and look at where it's traded, you can see that's on Binance, it's on KuCoin, it's on Kraken, it's on Bitstamp. So on some reputable exchanges here. Let us now look at their website. So on their website, we got welcome DYDX governance and staking, circulating supply. There's only about 14% of the supply circulating right now. And let's take a look at, okay. So you may review it. So as a US citizen, you cannot buy it. So that's interesting. You may review information on the website, participate in voting, but may not delegate votes or use. Interesting that that's the case. So, okay. Okay. You will leave. Okay. So you can go on the exchange that, have registered agent in the United States or restricted territories. So we can't even participate in this. But to me, it seems like this is kind of like Vega in a sense, like a decentralized exchange. And if we go to their team, let's go to their team and get a little more info. But as far as US citizen, it's looking like it's not possible. You can buy it on KuCoin though, you can buy it on KuCoin and Bitstamp, which is surprising. Maybe if you're a US citizen, you can't buy it on Bitstamp, but it's there. Kind of like with Kraken, I know the Energy Web's listed there, but you can't buy it, or Flow. That was back in the day. That might have changed now. But let's look into this a little more. So let's go down. So it's a governance token for the layer 2 protocol, the Epinonymous non-custodial decentralized cryptocurrency exchange. It serves to facilitate the operation of layer 2 and allows traders, liquidity providers, and partners to contribute to the definition of the protocol's future as a community. Token holders are granted the right to propose changes on the DYDX layer 2 and are presented with an opportunity to profit through token staking and trading fee discounts. Built on Starkwire's StarkX scalability engine, layer 2 is used for trading of cross-margin perpetuals on the platform. The scaling solutions allow DYDX to increase transaction speed, eliminate gas costs, reduce trading fees, and lower minimum trade size on the protocol. So founders are experienced programmer with a background in blockchain technology. He first entered the space in 2015 upon getting a job as a software engineer at Coinbase. And he's a Princeton University graduate, computer science. And then you have this, the head of the operations. He worked at Nimble, social sales and marketing CRM, and Bain & Company, a consulting service. He studied at University of Queensland and has a bachelor's degree in commerce. So why is it unique? It's a crypto exchange that combines advanced financial tools with decentralization. The platform supports margin trading, financial product enabling investors to increase their exposure to digital assets through leverage. So it's kind of like a FEMEX in a decentralized way. To me, it kind of sounds like what Vega's doing. So upon depositing funds into the account, users automatically begin to earn interest into a global lending pool specific to each cryptocurrency. The platform guarantees security for lenders by ensuring that the borrowers have enough collateral on their account at all times. They also have ZK rollup. So the network used to form a zero knowledge rollup. The technology receives proofs while validating a batch of transactions off chain. So it's like a governance token. And You can earn, rewards, and you can vote. And yeah, to me, it seems like a decentralized exchange that is powered by DYDX. And to me, I mean, US citizens can't buy it. And I did own it before, but even just looking at the tokenomics, market cap is 482 million. So it's high up there. If we're talking about undercover gems, I mean, it's already up there. But could it hit a 10x? Sure. But could it hit 100x, 1000x? Not as likely. We're looking at the circulating supply. It's very low, 16%. So to me, where's the rest of it at? Is it locked up with the founders? Where is it all at? So that's one thing. So we can see that there. So there's a total distributed over a 5-year period. We'll go to the community. 20 will be for trading rewards set aside for retroactive mining. So it's all locked up. And then 15% goes to the founders, 7% for future employees. So allocation. All right. So it's, the more you trade, the more that you can earn in trading rewards. So to me, the utility behind it is not much there as far as the incentive to keep trading on the platform and for governance and everything like that. If we look at, they did an ICO in 2019 or 2017. No, it was token. 2021 they did it. So fairly recent. To me, the reason why they probably don't want US citizens on it is because it would be classified as security. Let's look at Crunchbase for it. So a leading decentralized exchange offering perpetual margin spot trading as well as borrow/lend pools on Ethereum. San Francisco, California, though, I'm very confused behind why this is all the case. If US citizens can't buy it, but they're located in California. Very weird. Let's go to investors. I mean, Andreessen Horowitz here. I mean, maybe since US citizens can't buy it could be an undercover gem because we've seen what they did to XRP. They don't want us to buy it in the US. And that's probably because it's got the juice. So they do have some heavy backers here. I wish I could see the date it was 2021. Three Arrows Capital, Wintermint, QC Polychain, Chronos. So they do have heavy backers. They have been out for a while now, since 2017, I think it was. And their product is good, but I think there's more opportunities in other coins. But DYDX, if we're looking at it, I mean, back to all-time high is probably like a 10x. I think there's more opportunity with those other coins right now. Will it get some attention due to like the SEC and the regulatory backlash and the closing off the gates of centralized exchanges? Definitely. I do think so. But as far as how much room it's got to go, it's got some room, but I don't think it's going to get there as fast as some of these other tokens like Vila. I mean, Vila already pulled a triple in the amount of time that, we got Vila around February back here. So DYDX is only up 10%, and something like Velo can keep going, pulling a double. So I'm not as convinced on this one. It's very hard to look into this as far as it's more of a decentralized product. And if we go to their Twitter, let's look at that. 34,000. I would label this a 6 or a 5. I'm not too sold on it. I definitely think there's better options than this one. So we're currently at Vega sitting at an 8 or 9. We see Space Chain sitting at like a 7 or 8. We got Blur sitting at like a 6. And I'd say DYDX is like a 6 as well too. So we're doing good on the time. I'm surprised. So Pulse Chain, let's look at this. So now the next two are going to be untracked that we haven't seen them yet. So let's look at the website of Pulse Chain. I did hear about this in the past, but we got to look into it more. So testimonial, Aubrey DeGray, Chief Science Officer at Sens Research. You are sacrificing to prove how strong you believe that blockchains are speech and speech is a protected human right. This important political statement, you have no expectation of profit from the work of others. Let's see. Just go to Twitter. There is, I feel like, a lot of hype around this one and it hasn't launched yet. Usually that's a good sign for a pump. So Richard Hart. So I own the world's largest diamond, quickest Ferrari, most expensive Rolex made, 27 riches and remessages our email. I'll stop bragging about calling the top when I start bragging about calling the bottom. I feel like I've recognized this guy with some videos or something. So he's with hex.com. Okay. I don't know, man. When I see hex.com, we'll have to see. He owns the world's largest cut diamond, 10 million watches. He invented hex.com, which went up in price 10,000x. He gave over 500,000 of free money to Bitcoiners, created the world's largest free airdrop through Pulse Chain. He also called the Bitcoin top cycles 2 times in a row. I think Hex, I'm not going to lie, is the biggest scam. To be honest, if I'm really being honest here, I'm surprised that this guy hasn't got kind of bought by the SEC. They're going after Paul Pierce. I mean, who's a bigger red flag, Paul Pierce or the guy that owns the world's biggest diamond? Give me a break. Yeah, as far as this goes, I don't know. When you see something like this, like, I don't know. As far as this goes, I'm a little skeptical as far as like, I mean, could it go up a ton like Hex did? Sure, it definitely could. Is it a coin of utility? Is it a coin of value? I mean, I'm trying to find out more of it. Let's see. What is Pulse Chain? So it's a public blockchain platform focusing on fast transactions, low fees, and eco-friendliness. Being a stateful fork of Ethereum means that it gives all Ethereum's users a copy of their balances so they can immediately transact without crossing bridges or without claiming anything. Pulse Chain is doing something no one else tried before. It launched a blockchain that is already populated with contracts and user balances. All right, let's see. All right, so talking about the consensus mechanism, total supply of Pulse will be 1,000 greater than ETH, and all other token supply will get inflated by 10,000x upon forking. Contrary to ETH, PLS is deflationary and finds more utility on Pulse Chain. I just still don't know what the end goal is. Is it just trying to, the user participate in consensus on their PLS, they receive a reward for this, which is a source of passive income. The reward comes from the total number of transaction fees performed on Pulse. 75% of these fees go to the validators, and 25% are burned, making PLS token a deflationary currency. All right, so can Pulse Chain bring dApp suffering high fees back from the brink? Is a new blockchain-based cryptocurrency ecosystem that claims to offer significant enhancements over Ethereum. Moreover, the launch of Pulse Chain platforms claim to be the largest airdrop or initial distribution in the history of blockchain. I mean, there's a lot of tokens out there that are trying to make significant enhancements over Ethereum. So Pulse Chain, okay, so to be clear from the start, is the network, while Pulse is the proposed ticker as the native coin of the Pulse Chain system. The Pulse Chain project is led by Richard Hart, who was involved in Hex. In essence, Pulse Chain is an Ethereum hard fork with a snapshot of the entire Ethereum blockchain converted into a proof of stake blockchain. But Ethereum already did that. So the Pulse Chain team has highlighted several features that will set apart from Ethereum, namely being more energy efficient, faster, and cheaper. It's worth noting, however, that Ethereum is undergoing an upgrade that could resolve some of its current energy concerns. Ethereum's token has no maximum supply cap, which creates a risk of inflation for holders, but it actually has gone deflationary because they have, again, it's vital to mention that Ethereum's own EIP 1559 will enact a burn mechanism similar to that proposed on Pulse Chain. And then Ethereum hard fork, I mean, it's attractive to the people that maybe, you're going to get a duplicated version, it seems like, because you can get a copy of the assets you already own on Ethereum through a free airdrop mechanism that will become live when Pulse Chain does. So that obviously to everybody is attractive. But as far as like the use case, as far as like its place, and I just don't see it really, besides being a pump token, kind of like Hex was, I just don't see anything different. So, all right, the sacrifice amount seemingly goes directly to Richard Hart, all except the sacrifice made to the SENS organization. Interestingly, it's called a sacrifice for a coin that will launch at zero value in order that it will not profit from the work of others, along with it not being a taxable event to revive the coins, unlike other normal airdrops. And you'll probably get a share of the total supply of PLS coins. There was much skepticism around the Hex project when it launched, but it's safe to say it has withstood the test of time and come out looking like a rather good project. A key factor that will underline the future success of Pulse Chain and making more interesting blockchain games. Okay. It'll be interesting to see the reaction from the DApp developer community once Pulse Chain officially goes live. Perhaps more interesting will be any marketing efforts from the team to attract developers support over, or if they will execute any at all. It is yet to be seen if Pulse Chain is merely a vessel for Hex token holders to conduct business or an attempt to at a fully fledged blockchain solution aiming to attract a vibrant ecosystem of dApps. Either way, the project presents some very interesting staking opportunities for those looking at long-term investments, and arguably for those that took the leap of faith by investing in the Hex project. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's just like, I'm not getting anything from this. I don't even know what their use case is, the utility, and how it's different than anything else out there. To me, it seems like a money grab from the guy at the top, if I'm being exactly honest. And if you have to like burn your actual coins of Ethereum or whatever it was saying, the sacrifice, I don't like that. I mean, for a coin that's not worth anything and to hope it, is worth something, and by sacrificing your coins that are worth something right now, I don't like that. Don't like it. Yeah, so to me, let's look at Hex, since it's the same guy involved with that. I know Hex went crazy, but Hex went all the way up to like fucking 50 cents and slammed back down. At the end of the day, bears going to end up getting wrecked while bulls on. I don't know. To me, like, Hex is designed to be a store of value to replace a certificate of deposit. That screams security. It really does scream a security. I'm surprised nobody has gone after this, to be honest. And it has a market cap of 10 billion. Hex does. I don't know, man. I'm not liking the looks of this Pulse Chain. To me, it kind of reminds me of like a BitConnect or something like that. It could be good, but it's something that I'm definitely not looking to own. I'd rather kind of play it safe and get into, our blue chips, and I'll take stabs at Space Chain, because like this is something with such a low market cap. You don't have to put a lot of money in. Maybe I'll put like $100 in, $200 in, and walk away from it, walk back when it's middle of the bull market. Same with Vega, low market cap, 52 million. So I'll take stabs at that. As far as Blur goes, I'm probably going to stay away from that. DYDX, probably stay away from that. And definitely Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain to me gets like a 3. Definitely gets a 3. It could be good. It could make people a ton of money. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't have utility, especially going into this phase of this new market we're heading into, and with regulations on the way, I'm going to stay away from this one. And that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm missing something here. So if somebody knows something more to this, then I would love to hear it in the comments. But to me, I'm going to stay away from this one. So let's go to the last one, AI Pad. So shout out to Skeets, it's for you. So welcome to AI Pad. Welcome to AI Pad, the revolutionary launchpad focused on AI. We are thrilled to have you join our community and be a part of this exciting journey. I like how it's powered by OpenAI. Let's give it a shot.
Here's how to enter. 1. Top video talking about AI Pad and the upcoming one. Create it. Have fun. 2. Use the hashtag AI Pad and tag us at BuzilApp.APATech on Twitter and post your TikTok videos. 3. Submit your video to our Google form. https://forms.gla/KDVPXMXEWANQ2.
That was intense. So they're dedicated to making AI accessible and impactful for everyone. To kick off this launch, we want to invite our community to complete the viral sweep to get on the waitlist for this incredible opportunity. We believe this will allow us to bring on board the most passionate and dedicated individuals who are ready to take on the AI evolution. So they're focused on artificial intelligence, which we know is a buzz right now. AI Pad, can't wait to see what we'll achieve. The future is here. What is the future of an AI blockchain? Industry insiders believe that merging AI and blockchain will help in the betterment and growth of any organization 100%. To achieve organizational goals in an efficient and better manner, learning blockchain technology must become a part of the corporate hard skills. So 100%. So tiered system. So it's coming soon. All layers coming soon. AI is an umbrella term. Computer algorithms, IDO program. Let's go to their Twitter. Let's see what's going on with it. I'm going to follow them. We'll keep our eyes on it. So welcome to AI Pad, the revolutionary launchpad focusing on delivering the best of artificial intelligence projects in crypto. It seems like it's going to be a platform for AI projects to launch on. It seems like the launching will be on February 28th. So we're looking about 10 days here. So I would love to see like if they have a white paper. So it's not another launchpad. It's bold and innovative new frontier in the world of AI and crypto, participation guides and official social links. More details to come, more details to come. So there's recently an article discussing the intersection of blockchain and AI. So let's see if they talked about it. So what is AI pad? So, all right. So it's included in this. This was 4 days ago. So this Ply Labs got recently, I think, hacked it was, but crypto GBT, this is interesting. This one, 100%. But where's AI pad? I swear I just saw it in here. So right now, many of the largest and best established traditional AI companies are privately owned, making it very difficult to gain exposure to their success unless investors are able to participate in the private funding rounds. Meanwhile, AI-powered blockchain projects tend to be monopolized by VCs and established angel investors who are able to invest in their seed and private sales stages to access the best possible teams and prices. This leaves retail investors with limited options to invest in early-stage blockchain AI projects, besides buying them post-listing on the spot market or speculating on them through a derivative product or crypto index. To help democratize access to these new investment opportunities, AIPad was created by the same team behind the popular launchpads BSC Pad and Game Zone. So, okay, all right, let's see how that performed. So this came out 2021 at the top, but it does seem like it's rounding off a corner here. It does seem like it's going up. So to me, this like the launch pad for Binance type coins? Let's see this website. So if it's the same team here, this could be good. So is the first centralized IDO platform for the Binance Smart Chain network. Okay, I'm liking it. So it looks like a launch pad, like a, what's it called? Like a crowdfunder or crowdfunding for blockchain AI projects. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, definitely interesting to say the least. And it does give investors an early head start into getting, like they said here. So let's go back to that. So the new launch pad focuses on AI projects built on top of blockchain technology and uses a tier-based allocation model to allow holders of the AI pad token to participate in the IDO and private sale rounds of these projects. Besides hosting IDOs for AI projects, the platform also leverages OpenAI's chatbot technology to provide support to visitors and users. I think that's dope. That is sick. As of writing, AI pad has 3 AI projects scheduled to host on IDO on the platform. The launch date is yet to be announced. So I think it's interesting. Definitely, if it turns into like the Binance or Binance smart contract launch pad, and this is like an AI and blockchain become huge, which I definitely expect it's going to be, this could be an undercover gem getting in on a pre-sale. Because if we see this to be, you're going to see a ton of new AI blockchain projects pop up. And if they're the launch pad to get in on them, you'll see a lot of people flocking to it. So I do like it. But as far as like the regulations around it and everything like that, a little sticky there. But let's see about more of it as far as like how much it costs, everything like that. So dedicated to making AI accessible and impactful for everyone. To kick off this launch, we want to invite our community to complete the viral sweep. All right, so untracked listing. So let's check their TikTok.
Bluezilla is thrilled to unveil an exciting new project that will revolutionize the world of crypto. This cutting-edge technology combines the power of artificial intelligence with the security and decentralization of blockchain. With this upcoming project, you'll be able to access the full potential of crypto and take your investments to the next level. We can't give away too many details yet, but trust us when we say that this launchpad will be unlike anything you've seen before in the crypto space. Keep an eye out for more information and get ready. You won't want to miss the launch of this groundbreaking project, I promise. Bluezilla is...
You never like to hear that they can't release much info. But if they're behind the backers of Binance Smart Chain, maybe. Let's look at Bluezilla. So at Bluezilla Labs, we nurture innovation. We are world-class expertise. Let's look at their page here. Apply for incubation. Let's look at their partners. For some reason, it's not pulling up. Let me go to Crunchbase and look them up. So Bluezilla VC out of Singapore. Investments. Keepface, MetaMeet, NeoFi. I mean, just like that TikTok video said, there's not much information on it. There really is not much information. So incubation support. Yeah, there really isn't too much. Is the exclusive incubator behind the record-breaking BSC pad, ETH pad, NFT launch, 88 pad, VLAS pad. Okay, we saw VLAS and Space Chain, Game Zone, Pulse pad. I think it's definitely interesting. Dot pad. So it seems like they are like the platform for launch pads. So them doing an AI pad might be very interesting in terms of like the hype around it, and if that's going to continue to be the case for sure. So this may be one worth taking a stab at. It depends on how much, and if you put anything into it. If it's play money, don't bet the house on it thinking that it'll 1000x and it's all your money that you have in crypto. I think if you have the extra play money, it's worth taking a stab at it. So as you can see on the left side, the time is up, and that was 6 for 60. If now to recap, I think if I was going to place it in the order here, let's place it in order. All right. So if I were to place it in order, I would say Vega's first in my book. Vega's first. And then I would say Space Chain. And Space Chain looks like very interesting right now. So Vega first, Space Chain second. And then we got, I would say, AI pad and DYDX third. And I would say, yeah, let's say DYDX third, AI pad fourth, Pulse Chain 5. But I feel like I'm missing one because it was 6 for 60. So let me go back and see. Oh, Blur. I would say Vega, Space Chain, and then I would say Blur, DYDX, AI pad. Honestly, I want to give AI pad more in the middle as far as opportunity goes. So I'll say Vega, Space Chain, and then Blur and Pulse, Blur and AI pad tied for third. And then we got DYDX, and then we got Pulse Chain. Yeah. So that's my thought on it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying to go out and drop the house on all these coins. I'm personally going to be taking a stab at Vega. I'm personally going to be taking a stab at Space Chain. To be honest, I'm probably going to look into VLAS, this one, a little bit more. That might take third, and I didn't even look into it yet, but I saw it a bunch everywhere here. So I'm going to look into that for the next video. But going forward, like I said, this is the last type of video I'm going to do this publicly because I already know I'm going to get yelled at. So this is the last time I'm doing these publicly. So if you want to get these type of videos more, join the Discord, ask for the white glove. We'll hook you up with it. We'll get you cleaned up. So as I said, I don't think you should just dump money in and kind of do your own research. It's not advice, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's my opinion. And personally, I'm going to be taking a stab at Vega, Space Chain, probably VLAS. And also, I'm probably going to take a stab at AI pad. I do, depending on how much you got to put in. I'm going to put into the other ones first. And I'm going to look more into AI pad and see the mechanics as far as how much it's going to cost and everything. But I do see some potential there. I'm going to stay away from DYDX. I think there's other opportunities like Vega. I mean, we're already kind of getting that exposure through Vega and its smaller cap coin. And Pulse Chain, I'm going to stay far away from. So that's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, leave me a comment saying you like this. Which one is your number one out of all these ones? Leave that comment. Let me know. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video.